We've been pouring everything into restoring Moose, our 7.5 tonne beast, getting him ready for a brand new custom camper box. The materials are ordered and on their way, but the clock's ticking and we've still got some very important tasks left to complete. In this episode, we're tying up the final loose ends of Phase 3 and uncovering, hopefully, the last of Moose's secrets.
It seems to be leaking quite badly.
Off grid.
I really want to get moving, working on the actual truck, like start building the habitat, and I know a lot of you do too. There's a few things that we need before we can start, and one is some workbenches, which is why we built this shed. So we're going to build some workbenches, but we're going to try and do it for virtually nothing. Yeah. So one of the cool things about where we are is that there's often lots of leftover materials like pallets and stuff. So we've got some big pallets and we're going to try and turn them into workbenches.
Big ones. So we can work on full 8x4 foot sheets. We've seen there's a bit of a pallet graveyard as well that we're going to go and visit because there seems to be some good hardwood that we might be able to use for the top.
Yeah, some ply stuff. Oh.
So let's get cracking. It looks better on the other side.
It's going to polish up real good. Okay, now let's make some legs. I doubt it, but you might recognise these. These are the cross braces from our old marquee, and we're going to use them to make like big beefy legs for our workbenches. That's the plan anyway. Cool, it's going to be good. So I've cut all the legs and they're going to screw in here. So one will go like that and then another one will go like that.
Oh, so you make an L.
Yeah, a big, nice, strong, chunky leg.
Oh, that's smart.
And then the legs screw together as well as to this. Total cost so far? 0. My favourite amount. How's this work? There you go. And there we go, look at that, workbench.
I got a little end.
Yeah, it's not quite long enough. I got a little end.
It just reminds me of school.
Yeah, school DT
Yeah.
classes.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Sturdy.
Oh, it's heavy. And just like that, we have a workbench. Solid. Let's make another one.
Okay.
We need one that's long but not as deep. I'm fine, don't worry. I got this. It's really good. I'm fine. Oh. I've been doing a lot of tool shopping recently. It's good fun. This is a metal chop saw, like a really heavy duty one from Evolution. They gave it to us in exchange for paying full price at the shop. Look at the size of this thing. Hayley, can I have a look at this saw?
Why does it need to be so big?
So you can cut big bits of metal.
How big
Look
do
at
you
this,
want to cut?
look at the blade. He cut through it like it wasn't even there. Proper tools. I like it. That looks amazing.
It does. I can't believe the height exactly lines up with the other one.
Why can't you believe it?
I don't know. I guess because we like built it out of scrap bits. Like you measured it, so it should have been fine. I guess we're just getting better at making
Maybe.
stuff.
Well, it's really, hang on. It's just tape measure, so like it's a bit different to normal ones. Say I wanted to measure the distance from the floor up. You just butt that up against where you want it, pull it down, click, and then I just take that over to the chop saw, mark it and cut it.
I know, but like, it's perfect.
It rarely goes that well, yeah. But this does really help. Nice workbench. Finally.
I love it.
Yeah.
To be continued.
Very pleased with that. It's a little wonky, but it'll do. Ooh, nearly ran power.
It lives.
That's very cool. You did a really good job of that. It looks really neat. Woohoo!
Okay, there's a lot of truck stuff coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want to do about that?
Let's start at the back of the truck with something that shouldn't be too difficult. We'll do the diff oil. We'll service the diff.
And do the shocks?
Yeah, okay. Welcome back to the diff. It's been a long time since we've been back here working on the truck, isn't it? You might have to jack it up. I'd prefer not to. Let's see. See if I can get on this all right. I reckon it's going to be very tight. Oh, that's just turning inside.
Might be a bit painty.
Yeah. Yeah. Get in there. Okay. Okay. Oh. I need brakes on
I think
this.
you need to be on solid ground.
I need brakes. Oh, that's thick.
She's thick.
Oh, it's stinky.
Is it?
Yeah, real stinky. Oh yeah, it smells real bad. Oh,
That's not draining. You need to
Uh-oh. Some slight issues with that container. I think that's all we kind of need to do. Oh, that is very, very tight.
You're tightening it.
Oh yeah, I am. Oh, phew. Always scares me, that bit. Oh, I'm turning the whole thing.
I think that's our fill point.
Okay. We've made a high-tech device for oil in here with minimal mess. I've got an idea. I'm going to thread this hose through the chassis rail. There we go. Genius! Okay, let's see how this works.
It's dripping out.
I think we just changed the diff oil.
Hooray!
Nice. I'm going to put this crazy long bung back in. I don't understand. I think we might have taken out the wrong bit. Just tighten her up. Quick! We just serviced our diff. That's very cool. Never done that before. So we can either basically do the same thing again on the gearbox, or we can put the rear shocks on.
The shocks?
You want to do the shocks?
Yeah, we're going from back to front.
Okay. New shocks. We've also got some nice new nuts and bolts. We had a surprising amount of comments about how I should have saved the nuts and bolts, but I think I didn't explain it very well. It wasn't so much that the threads were that bad, it was the nuts and the head of the bolts were like completely wrecked. They were all rounded off. I had to like cut a lot of them off. So I'm sure I could have saved a few, but I just thought, if I was getting new ones, I may as well. Oh, look at these. Okay.
Oh yeah, the last ones that we took off had no resistance.
No, they were just like, it's like playing an accordion. This is a bit harder. Always grease your bolts. Okay, well that was nice and easy. Now I think I can just pull the shock up and it should just be able to slot in. Cool, I think I need to just put a bit of grease on that to lube it up. If I put it in and then twist it. No. Ah.
It doesn't fit.
Oh, I see. It fits without the rubber bushings on. But nowhere close with them on. We've still got the old ones, haven't we? Right, here's the old one. The top is 60. And how wide is that one? That is 60. But with these on, it's much wider. Do we just need to be stronger and just squeeze it in? Okay, we're so close. I've just put loads of grease and WD-40 on it and we just gave it one more try just to try and brute force it in. It's just so tight, really. I think I can put a bolt in.
Yes. Go on. Yeah, you're there. It's through. Let me hammer it.
Yes.
Feel our wrath.
Oh man. Also our very thick epoxy didn't help.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's probably added a couple of mil on the inside.
Yeah. So they're not coming out.
Change of tactics. We're going to use the power of the jack instead of our arms and lift it straight up first, get it in the top and then lock it into the bottom. It's very greased.
Begin jacking.
I am jacking.
Oh yeah, it's working.
Woo!
And cut. Whew! We got it in. That was really, really tight, wasn't it? I think just because it's a really old truck, I think maybe sizings and stuff are just a little bit different, or yeah, tolerances and stuff, I'm not sure. But it's in, and we didn't damage anything, hopefully. They look good. They look professional.
Yeah, and they're black this time. The other ones are like grey. It's happening.
They thought we forgot about the tea station.
I'm going to build a proper one over there, but I don't have time to do that before I need a tea. So much better. Okay, let's cross some more things off. Shocks, that's half again because we have the front to do as well.
Mm-hmm.
diff oil. Oh, I haven't got a tick box. I'm going to just do a little tick there.
Yeah.
So if we're working our way to the front, then I think the next thing is the air dryer
Okay.
for the air brakes system.
Yeah, it's just a big filter.
I'm going to get it out. I really like the colour of it. Like, I like the colour of it for the chassis.
Oh, it's so bright. Don't go into the light.
I'll come back.
Don't go into the light.
I'll come back.
Oh yeah, it's like kind of
It's like
navy
a
blue.
navy colour, yeah. You see that?
Yeah, you want to do the chassis and the air tanks and stuff in that? That would look nice.
I just think it's nice. It's a bit like understated, but it's a bit different. I used to have a pair of Dr. Martens this colour.
Have to do it.
That's what it reminds me of.
So that just screws right on.
Yeah, hopefully this is going to be the easiest serviceable part so far. Oh, I think we might need that O-ring though.
Yeah.
Bonk.
This is the one we have to get off. And this is the tool you want. I just came up and tried to grab it and twist it with my hands. Not moving at all. This wraps around and then you
Do something.
twist it. So that slots up over that. And then you pull it tight. And then the fact that you're pulling against it puts it in
Oh my gosh,
tension.
so easy.
Yeah. Physics. So this is the old one. That's kind of pretty manky. I'm sure it's probably okay, but we just don't know when it was last serviced, so we're just making sure. Time for more greasy fingers. Always grease up your seals, unless you shouldn't.
Should we lube up the threads?
Yeah.
And this?
Yeah. Okay, I'll just snug it up with this.
Snug it up. Does it work in that direction?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh, those instructions. Max 15 Newton meters. How do you torque this?
Oh.
Click. There you go. Maybe one more click. Click. Yeah, you just have to have it that way for tightening and that way for loosening, because this bit pulls against that, right? Creates all the friction. Yeah.
Look at that colour though.
Yes, you really like that colour, don't you?
Yeah.
You want to do the whole chassis at that colour? Or just the air tanks and stuff?
Everything. It's nice.
Okay.
I'm going to go and tick it off.
Okay. I need to make it step.
Cha-ching.
What should we do next?
This is welding.
Yeah.
So, no. Can we do... Oh, we haven't got steering fluid, so can we do gearbox oil?
Yeah. I finally found the plug to drain the gearbox, but I've also found what I think is quite a bad leak. Hang on, I gotta try and show you. This little panel here, I think that's where you would attach the PTO, like power takeoff stuff, and you can see it seems to be leaking quite badly from this plate, and the same on the other side, but not quite as bad. Also, this is quite strange. There's a window here, and you can see, I think that's the flywheel. That's what the starter motor engages to start the engine. I think there should be a plate here, like there is here. I think there should be one here. I'm not sure. Does anyone know? So we can drain the gearbox oil, but I don't think we should put oil back in until we've sealed that plate up. Okay, I need a socket that's this big.
Okay.
Thanks. I'm going to use the big boy. Okay. I just did it like it was nothing. Oh, that doesn't look too bad actually. It smells really bad though, like the diff.
How much is coming out?
It'll be, don't know.
Well, should we just leave that draining out overnight?
Yeah. Should we call it a day?
Yeah.
So we're going to take off the front shocks now so we can needle and paint and sort out the front of the chassis. So I'm going to use my big boy impact wrench to see if we can get these rusty old nuts off, because before something like that would have taken us how long? Half an hour? Ages to get it off. Big wrenches and breaker bars and stuff. Let's see how this goes. Easy. Okay, nice. I reckon we can reuse that one too. So easy. The drill just makes it so easy. Poke. Get it.
Can't wait to try and put the new one in.
Oh, it's going to be terrible. Does it look alright? Is it super soft?
It's very squelchy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite soft. You shouldn't be able to do it that easily.
No.
Cool. One down, one to go.
Yeah.
That was a bit tight, that one. Easy. You may remember that the chassis of the truck was pretty rusty, and we put a lot of time and effort into cleaning the back a bit. The diff and all that was all flaky, like really bad rust, and we borrowed our friend's needle gun, like big air compressor, and it did a really good job. But the front is nowhere near as bad. I think because it's a horse box, all the horse wee goes at the back, and that's what rusts the chassis out on a lot of these. So I'm just going to use a brush, and I reckon it'll actually be good enough to get the surface stuff off. Also, I think we were a bit too meticulous at the back. I don't think we need to get it like perfect, because we can rush treat and then use the this heavy duty epoxy paint that we've got, and it'll be really good, you know. So yeah, I'm just gonna start with the leaf springs and everything I can reach, and then I'm gonna go underneath. See, like that's actually good enough. I can put the rust converter on the top of this, and it'll be ready for paint, and it'll last ages. Hello. This is fun.
It looks much better already.
I'm going to try and show you some things, but I'm squished under the truck. Yeah, I've just gone at it with the wire brush, and then the blue stuff is rust converter doing its thing. So that's looking pretty good. You can see this is all being kind of scraped back, and then I've got that side over there left to do, and all the leaf springs. Paint flaking off in places, look. Run out of rust converter.
No.
Yeah, I'm about 80% done. This is all ready to paint with epoxy as well.
Oh, you did the rust converter up there?
Yeah.
Did you prepare underneath there as well?
Under here? Oh, no. Not yet. Okay, so I'm like 70% done. So I think we've got enough time left today to finish off something I started a while ago. You may recognise this. This is the air filter housing, and there was quite a big hole here, which I've since patched up. So yeah, I just have this bracket that needs to be welded back on because I had to cut it off to get to the hole, and then it just needs painting, and then yeah, it'll be good to go. At some sort of angle. down.
Yes.
There you go, looks pretty good.
That'll pull in.
What do you mean pull in? That's where it's meant to be.
Yeah, looks good. Oh, nice. Good repairs.
Thank you.
You feeling up to tackling the exhaust?
Yeah, I can cut the exhaust out. Cut the patch out. Ready at least.
Let's show the damage on the exhaust.
There's actually a couple of bits. Gosh, it's so heavy. So, there's this bit.
That looks like a patch job.
Previous patch. There's also a previous patch here.
That one's held
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah. And then this strap, it's already been patched up once, look.
Oh yeah. Are you just going to do the same thing again then?
Yeah, but better.
There's nothing to weld onto anymore.
No, I'm probably going to have to cut it off all the way back here and make a new bit that goes all the way around. So I think the rest of the exhaust is okay. It's going to be fun. I could prep it ready for tomorrow, but there's no major rush to get the exhaust back on because...
It's on the list. So
next episode, we're doing something really big. And it's like a major part of the truck. And I have a feeling that where it's going to mount might get in the way a little bit with the bracket that holds the exhaust on. So there might need to be some alterations made to that. I can at least get it ready.
I think if you bend a sheet around it in a curve,
Yeah.
and then have it like overlapping, and
Yeah, that might be easiest.
it should bring the curve because you've got a lot of bend here.
Yeah, it curves this way, but it's also curving this way and like this way. It's a very kind of a complicated shape.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you would make a patch for it. Oh no, I've given myself another dirt moustache.
Yeah.
I had lots of positive comments about my moustache look.
Grease stash.
Okay.
Let's see what we can tick off the list.
Okay.
Repair air filter.
Yeah,
Housing.
kind of. We need to paint it, but yeah.
De-rust and paint on the cab. I'm calling that half.
Okay.
I mean, the boxes are filling up with something. Yes, we've got that patch in the exhaust, a little bit more painting, front shocks after we've painted. Oh, and the gearbox, we ran into issues.
I've noticed that the workshop looks tidier and nicer every single time I come in.
I may have been organising.
Yeah. We've got our things all stacked up. You've got things hanging up on hooks.
It's painting day, so while Pete finishes off rust removing and treating the driver's side, I'm going to start painting up the passenger side. And I'm going to start from the top and work down, so that means the wheel arches first. And we've got this 2K epoxy white. So it's going to go over the stone chip that we already did. It's a 2-part epoxy, it's a 3-to-1. There's the hardener. And then we've got some thinners as well. Thinners are for if you're spraying it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have a look at the consistency and maybe just pop a little bit in, just to make my life easier. Because I'm going to try rolling it, and then the bits that I can't get to, I'm going to brush.
This looks nice.
Thank you. It's very hard to see what I'd painted and what still needed to be painted.
Yeah, the before and after might look quite similar.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and make a patch for the exhaust.
Yes.
There's a few ways of doing it. My dad was saying that you do it in, it's called plank strips, where you do like a strip and then another strip and then another strip, like that, and each one kind of follows the previous one. Or you could get a plate and just hammer it in the middle until it stretches out, and you basically, where you hammer it, it thins the metal and stretches it out. I'm going to try that one first. Did it work? I'll put on some ear defenders and do it properly. That's worked quite well. It does fit the exhaust pipe pretty well now. But yeah, I don't know how to make it now bend this way and over that way. You see, it's got to go a whoop. Maybe I will do what Dad was saying and cut strips, and then I can form it. I've got this first one on, first plank, and then this is the next strip ready to go on. And you can see the corners are kind of tapered up, and that's because it's going to sit here and butt up against that next one like that.
Nice.
Makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
To get our light out, it's getting dark, but I need to finish this. This is what I've done far. Hopefully it kind of makes sense. So here's one strip, here's another, and here's the third one in. Kind of see the third one's just tacked in place at the moment. So it's kind of following the curve, hopefully without narrowing it too much. It's very hard. How round does it need to be, really?
Rounder than it was, which was flat.
Oh no, it's going to be very round.
It reminds me of an armadillo.
An armadillo?
Yes.
Oh, because it's so strong.
The moon looks very small on this screen. It's been a while since we've gone into the night time.
It has, but we needed to finish this.
What's this then?
Well, it dipped in a little bit here because I messed up that bit of the plate, but it's kind of round here and here. It'll definitely do.
Solid.
The reason we have to get all this stuff finished, and it's been a bit of a mad rush this episode, and we're trying to get all these odds and ends finished, is because next episode we're doing something pretty big. And yeah, we just want to get all these little bits finished, so I can't tell you what. It's going to be our biggest, most complicated, most expensive part of the build so far, by a long way. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be fun and intense, I think. Should we check our checklist?
Okay. Well, you've half repaired the exhaust
Yeah.
and refit. Let's call that half.
Okay.
New shocks are only half. De-rust and paint under the cab. I'm calling that done because it doesn't say paint the chassis.
Loopholes. We make the rules.
We make the rules. So that's done.
Uh-huh.
Diff, gearbox oil. I'm calling that 5/8.
Wait, what if I go like this? Now we can tick it off.
We're halfway through doing the gearbox oil. I'm calling that 5/6.
Oh, nice. That's almost done.
That's pretty close. Yeah, there's definitely nothing else that we can squeeze onto that list.
Wait, what's that? There's another box.
Oh no.
Oh.
Can we take it?